Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. Bold and Beautiful previews the end of Thope once and for all. The Bold and the Beautiful just released an exclusive sneak peek at next week's episode, with Steffi having a heart-to-heart with Thomas. And if the scene's any indication, we may have reached the end of Thope. The siblings sit down for a little talk after Steffi stops by Thomas's house to check on him. He's avoiding Forrester right now. I might run into Hope, he tells his sister, and that might just be too painful. He's upset, of course, about Hope turning down his offer of marriage, twice, Steffi helpfully points out, but he's also feeling like they could have had a wonderful family and now that's all ruined. We have a feeling a number of folks who are co-parenting might like to have a word with you, Thomas. Steffi's response to all of Thomas's misgivings? You've given Hope everything over and again, she keeps shooting you down. Hope's the one with issues, not him, and it's clear she'll never appreciate him. Not like he deserves. At the end of the day? Do it, Thomas, she tells her brother. End it with Hope once and for all. Check out everything Steffi has to say, and it's a lot, to her brother in the preview below. Of course, whatever Steffi has to say, the fans were already jumping into the comments to point out that Hope never said never. She just wanted time to adjust to her divorce. Some patience and communication could go a long way. But what's it going to be? Is Thomas going to listen to his heart, and the die-hard Thope fans, and hold out hope for, well, Hope? Or will Steffi get into his mind enough for him to take her advice and put the final nail in the coffin of his and Hope's relationship? In the bustling streets of Los Angeles, where secrets and scandals intertwine like vines in a dense jungle, the stage is set for a dramatic showdown on the iconic soap opera, Bold and Beautiful. For months, viewers have been captivated by the turbulent relationship between two of the show's most beloved characters, Thomas Forrester and Hope Logan. Their love story has been a roller coaster of passion, betrayal, and redemption. But now, as the storyline reaches its climax, it's time for the ultimate resolution, the end of Thope once and for all. As the camera zooms in on the Forrester mansion, tensions are running high. Inside, Thomas paces back and forth in his lavish bedroom, his mind consumed with thoughts of Hope. Despite his tumultuous past, he knows that she is the one woman who has always held his heart. But after a series of manipulations and deceitful actions, he fears that he may have lost her forever. Meanwhile, across town at the Logan estate, Hope stands at her bedroom window, gazing out at the twinkling lights of the city below. Her heart is heavy with uncertainty as she grapples with the turmoil of her feelings for Thomas. Though she's been hurt by him in the past, she can't deny the magnetic pull that draws her to him. As the sun sets over Los Angeles, fate begins to weave its intricate tapestry, setting the stage for a fateful encounter between Thomas and Hope. In a moment of vulnerability, Thomas reaches out to Hope, pouring his heart out in a heartfelt confession. He lays bare his deepest regrets and begs for her forgiveness, knowing that he may never get another chance. Hope listens intently, her eyes shimmering with unshed tears. She wants to believe him, to trust in the sincerity of his words. But the scars of the past run deep, and she's not sure if she can ever truly let go of the pain he's caused her. Just as Hope begins to waver, a sudden twist of fate throws their world into chaos. A long-buried secret comes to light, threatening to shatter the fragile bond between them once and for all. As the truth unfolds, Thomas and Hope are forced to confront the ghosts of their past and make a decision that will change the course of their lives forever. In a heart-wrenching climax, Thomas and Hope come face to face with the stark reality of their situation. Despite their love for each other, they realize that they are simply not meant to be. The weight of their history is too heavy to bear, and they must find the strength to let go and move on. With tears streaming down their faces, Thomas and Hope share one final embrace, a bittersweet farewell to the love that once consumed them. As they part ways, a sense of closure washes over them, freeing them from the chains of their tumultuous relationship. As the credits roll, viewers are left with a sense of catharsis, knowing that Thomas and Hope have finally found peace. Though their journey may have been fraught with pain and heartache, they emerge stronger and wiser, ready to face whatever the future may hold. And so, the saga of Thope comes to a close, leaving behind a legacy of love, loss, and redemption. Though their story may be over, the memories of their passion will linger on in the hearts of fans forever. Shocker. A Thope elopement, and Steffi has no one to blame but herself. The Bold and the Beautiful has given Steffi the world's worst case of tunnel vision, where Hope's refusal to marry Thomas is concerned. In Steffi's mind, if her sometime stepsister doesn't say, "I do," after just getting divorced and sleeping with Thomas for a few months, it means that she's been using him. How many people move straight from a breakup into a new relationship and then want to make a lifetime commitment on top of it? No one does that. But Steffi is convinced that Hope behaving like a sane individual proves that she doesn't love Thomas. Steffi is being so unreasonable that Hope may be moved to just say to hell with it and elope with Thomas. And why not? If everyone around her is so bonkers that they won't listen to reason, she might as well do it. It would be win-win. She'd get to piss off Steffi and make Thomas happy in one fell swoop. And if the marriage doesn't last? Big whoop. Hope grew up with the Logans and the Forresters. She knows all too well that couples can tie the knot at lunch and have it untied by dinner. If it all falls apart and Thomas gets hurt, that's simply the risk everyone takes when they dare to love. If Hope does run off and marry Thomas, Steffi would be livid. But what would be so much fun for viewers would be the pickle she'd be in. On one hand, she'd still mistrust Hope and feel that she's playing with Thomas, only now with raised stakes. On the other, Hope will have called Steffi's bluff. How can she rant about how Hope is just using Thomas when she's given Steffi the proof she demanded that she isn't? Would Steffi leave well enough alone? Or would she find it impossible not to try to break up her brother's marriage in order to save him from mantrap Hope? Of course, every step of the way we'd be served new chapters of Hope and Steffi's epic feud. World of Forrester Creations, where haute couture meets high drama, scandals are as common as the latest fashion trends. But even in this world of excess, nothing could have prepared the denizens of Los Angeles for the seismic shock that reverberated through their tightly knit social circles, the Thope elopement. It was a tale of forbidden love, betrayal, and consequences that would ripple through generations. Steffi Forrester, the epitome of boldness and beauty, had always lived her life on her own terms. As the heiress to the Forrester fashion empire, she was used to getting what she wanted, when she wanted it. With her raven hair and piercing gaze, she had captivated the hearts of many, including the dashing Liam Spencer. Liam, the golden boy of Los Angeles, was the son of publishing magnate Bill Spencer. Handsome, charming, and morally upright, he was the perfect match for Steffi, or so it seemed. Their love story had been tumultuous, to say the least, with more twists and turns than a telenovela. But through it all, they had clung to each other, their passion burning brighter with each obstacle they overcame. Or so Steffi had thought. Enter Hope Logan, the perennial ingenue with a heart of gold. Sweet, compassionate, and eternally optimistic, she was Liam's former flame and Steffi's greatest rival. Theirs was a rivalry that had spanned years, fueled by jealousy, resentment, and unresolved feelings. And when Hope returned to Los Angeles after a self-imposed exile, it was clear that the battle for Liam's heart was far from over. But what Steffi didn't realize was that Hope had a secret weapon, Douglas Forrester, Steffi's own nephew and the son of her late brother, Thomas. With his innocent eyes and cherubic smile, Douglas had the power to melt even the coldest of hearts. And when he declared that he wanted Hope to be his new mommy, it was a game-changer. In a moment of weakness, or perhaps desperation, Liam had succumbed to Douglas's plea, agreeing to reunite with Hope for the sake of the child. And though Steffi had fought tooth and nail to hold on to her man, it seemed that fate had other plans. The day of the Thope elopement dawned bright and clear, the California sun casting a golden glow over the city. As Steffi watched helplessly from the sidelines, Hope and Liam exchanged vows in a hastily arranged ceremony, sealing their union with a kiss that was equal parts sweet and bittersweet. For Steffi, it was a betrayal of the highest order. She had sacrificed everything for Liam, her pride, her dignity, even her own happiness, and yet he had chosen Hope over her once again. And as she stood alone in the aftermath of the ceremony, her heart shattered into a million irreparable pieces. But amidst the wreckage of her shattered dreams, Steffi found a glimmer of hope. For in losing Liam, she had gained something far more precious, herself. No longer shackled by the expectations of others, she was free to chart her own course, to pursue her own passions, to be the bold and beautiful woman she was always meant to be. And as she swept out of the church, her head held high and her spirit unbroken, Steffi Forrester vowed to never again let a man dictate her destiny. For in the end, the only love worth fighting for was the love she had for herself.